Got it.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Now,
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you now. Were you waiting for me to talk?
no, I had issues.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Lindsay. First on this section is amendment to section 515160 of the Louisiana State Code to increase the allowable perpendicular wall signage area. Thanks, Nick.
Somebody's having an action.
So you want me to take off with this? I'm gonna take off with this. Most of these come into my office and I explain what's going on here. But Family Dollar, Dollar Tree building permit brought to light that we had a problem in our code. And whenever they wrote the sign ordinance many years ago, they were targeting the historic district downtown. And the restrictions on the sign, for the small size that it was, makes perfect sense for the historic district downtown. It makes no sense for the west part of our retail because they already had signs the way we see this, and it has been allowed, even while we have this ordinance in with Dollar General, County Market, and those things, to have the larger signs. So what we worked with Lindy and said that, what she sees as a standard outside of the historic district is 5% of the total square footage of the exterior wall to be allowed for signage, in which that's in this ordinance. But what we wanted to do was to make sure that we protected the historic district part of that. So what you see in your second ordinance, 7162, is we took some of the verbiage out of there about perpendicular signs and wall signs, moved it out of this 515.160 and made sure it got over in the other part in the historic district signage at 405.350. So that the historic district is still protected.
Is that 5% of the front, the street facing
In
wall?
any wall,
Any wall?
of any wall.
That's, what's more than comfortable with it.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes, that was Jeff and I. One time to get something that we thought would work.
Our ordinance man was okay with it. The first one removes, it just makes it 5%, and that's in general outside the historic district.
Right, zones prohibited, is R1, R2 residential in the historic district.
Yep, and so then, that old 12 square feet, that just got moved into the historic, so that it's preserved.
Right.
There's no real change there, it just allows outside.
Right.
Perfect. I've got it.
I'd make a motion to accept the,
Well, hang on, Bob. I don't know if we're there yet. Are we still in the public hearing part? Technically. I don't know if anybody wants, if anyone has anything to say. It looks like there might be a few people online.
oh, I'm sorry, I thought everybody was inside. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Bob. We have to do the public hearing first by statute, and then we can call the meeting to order after we close the public hearing.
Make a motion to move on. Public hearing.
I second that.
Any discussion on the First Amendment? If not, we move on to the Second Amendment. Yes, we kind of covered it. To section 405.350 of the zoning ordinance relating to allowable signs in the historic district, which we just covered. So anybody have any discussion on that? Anybody in the audience? Okay, if there's no discussion and nobody's here to discuss it, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing to go into the regular council meeting.
I make a motion to close the public hearing and go into a council meeting.
Second.
90 seconds. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear,
Yes.
Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes.
Okay, so call the special council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Here.
Ms. Evans,
Here.
Ms. Ardeno,
Here.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Here.
Mr. Dolbear, Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes. Here.
We'll just go right into discussion of the public hearing.
Right here.
A little worried for me. Okay, Bob, make the motion. You can do it now.
I would
Yeah,
like-
there you go. Now you can.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the, ordinance changes according to the information given to us. I'd like to read all of that.
We have to do them separately.
Yeah, we should at least get the amendment too.
Yeah, you should do a first reading and a second reading, but you can just read them by title since they were provided in advance.
He thought how to do it.
All right, then here we go. A motion for a first reading of an ordinance to amend section 515.160 relating to signs.
Second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear,
Yes.
Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes.
Make a motion for a second reading of an ordinance to amend section 515.160 relating to signs.
Second. Any discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear,
Yes.
Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes.
I make a motion for first reading of an ordinance to amend section 405.350 relating to signs in the historic district.
Second. Any discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear, Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes.
I make a motion for a second reading of an ordinance to amend section 405.350 relating to signs in the historic district.
Second. Any discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Peugeot,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear, Mr. Ringhouse.
Yes.
We got one more.
One more. Recommendation from the Board of Adjustment.
Is this the one right across from, right across from where Family Dollar Tree going in right off there?
No, this is back off of Culpeper and all that, it's 302.
I don't like it.
Okay, so we can't. Where are you from? Who are you?
I'm Wayne Baker, this is.
I'm John Simon, Simon Stein.
Oh,
What is it?
I just asked you they were, I didn't know if Mr. McCormick was here or not,
Oh,
just asking.
okay, Kelly.
Lindy, do you wanna address a little bit the Board of Adjustment issue?
Sure, yeah, so this is an application for a conditional use permit for an automotive shop. I believe this property has like, Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, but a home and then like a detached garage area that it wants to use to service vehicles as a home occupation with a conditional use permit. Your guys' code says that they can be applied for to the Board of Adjustment. So that's what's happening here. The Board of Adjustment has held their meeting already and I think submitted their recommendation. It should be in the packet. So we've included language to make sure that they still have to submit their regular home occupation plan to the city administrator, even if you guys move to approve the recommendation of the Board of Adjustment. And then the next step would be for them to apply for a business license with the city. The Board of Adjustment has discussed with them, the importance of noise and the importance of complying with the R1 and R2 zone requirements. So the way it's written now, they can apply for a conditional use permit to last for 2 years. And at the end of that 2 years, they can submit a request to the city clerk to extend this conditional use permit for up to 5 years. And if the city administrator or the code enforcement officer sign off that all the conditional permits or all the conditional information on the existing permit are being followed and nothing has changed, it can be extended without another hearing from the Board of Adjustment.
Anybody have any questions for Lindy?
I think we'll wait until they get more of their ducks and wait until we get the paperwork drawn up and all, and
I think they need this in order to be able to do that.
I have to hear from the
they
neighbors.
need approval from the council.
I think so. Well,
Is that right, Lindy?
Lindy, do I have the order right that they have to have this conditional use permit before they can proceed with getting the home occupation licenses?
Yes, because technically right now, it's not a permitted use in that district. So they have to get the conditional use permit before they can get the business license, but they will need to get a home occupation business license. And so it says in the conditional use permit that they have to comply with all the other sections of the code, which will also be the business license.
Living in a residential area, I'd be curious to see what the neighbors.
Well, see, that's what the Board of Adjustment is for.
Well, the letter from the Board of Adjustment, it's, yeah, you've got electric tools instead of air tools. I don't know how that goes. We had the same problem over on 8th Street. Back in there, there's a little 2-car garage and there was some work on cars. Cars were lined up and down the street and it was a mess, it was noisy and it looked terrible. And even here, they're rechargeable and not loud. and acknowledge the board's statements that if he had complaints, he could run the risk of having the conditional use permit revoked. Well, once the Board of Adjustment signs off on it, then the inspector check and follow up on it. Huh?
I think it's on the city.
Well, pretty well, but I have to take it back to talk with the board regardless.
And it looks like the first period is 2 years. So there's gonna be a review period. Yes. Based on no other information, I feel like, well, the Board of Adjustments has made a recommendation. I'm not gonna, they met with the owner, I don't know any more than that. I don't have any reason to go against him at this point.
Who would have the power to revoke a permit if they're not compliant with it? Linda, do you know who would have the power to revoke the conditional use permit? It says he could run the risk of having it revoked, but who would have to do that if there were problems?
The city could do that. I believe that you'd have to probably do like a revocation hearing, but I think you guys have a process for that in your code. Because you'd essentially be,
I'm doing what we're doing tonight.
it'd be tied into the business license too, right? You'd have to revoke the business license with the conditional use permit, because obviously if they don't have a conditional use permit, they can't have the business.
What concerns me more than anything would be the motor noise, which we have in our neighborhood time to time. But I don't believe it's coming from your station. Then, does he have room for, like people bring in their cars and leaving for him to work on, say, got 3 or 4 or 5 cars sitting out there to be worked on? Is that gonna take away from the neighborhood?
Well, there are, last time I was looking through the home occupation regulations, there are limitations on how much traffic it would create and how much on-street parking is required. That really under the home occupation stuff, I believe it's all supposed to take place on the premises. I suppose this use may stretch that slightly, but with the conditional use permits.
In here, it says that his tools are rechargeable and not loud.
So maybe he's using electric ones rather than. I don't know how you get around impact wrenches.
Battery operated. Yes.
Smells really more than anything else.
Battery impact.
It's the same noise. It's a loud part.
I don't know if it's gonna be a tire shop, but that's the thing.
We've got the same problem here downtown.
Yes, we do.
I can't get it, bring it up on Google.
Well, that's what I'm getting ready to look. Looks like it's right at the end of the street there.
Yeah.
I went looking for this the other day, I couldn't find it.
This is it.
It's,
These folks have
it's
many neighbors.
literally on the back
You
road.
won't.
I just did a bunch
Not
of.
to the show.
I know the location, there are quite a few neighbors in that area. Yeah.
I think if the Board of Adjustments already looked into it and addressed the problem, the recommendation comes pretty highly.
And so I guess I should point out to you guys that you have the authority to make edits to this recommendation. You don't necessarily have to approve it as is if you think that there's anything missing or that you would like to see. And also you don't necessarily have to decide on it today. Of course, you can table it.
Might be good to add something about on-street parking, and that is one thing that with a car shop, it could easily overflow out to the street, right? In theory, that's already
Well,
in
no,
the
that-
home occupation regulation.
How long will these cars?
And Kelly, I don't know, is the parking something that could be enforced just through the regular code? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have
Some of it could, depending on where it was at. You know, if they got too close to the intersection or on other people's property or in front of a fire hydrant. Those types of things.
Or if they just have cars like parked in the yard or something. I think that could maybe be a zoning enforcement issue.
Yeah, could be, but being licensed or unlicensed is gonna make it determine there too.
Yeah,
So am I hearing that there seems to be a lot of questions people want answered before this is approved? Or do we want to go ahead and?
Well, yeah, I don't, like I said.
Basically, I want to take your recommendations.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure that we're not modifying the general home occupation regulations.
Right. Does it have to be for 2 years? Like that's- Lenny, does it have to be for 2 years for the first period?
I think that possibly not, but hang on, let me pull up that section of the code so I make sure I'm not talking.
Kelly brought it up there, it's on a dead end street.
What it looks like. But I don't know who's in that 221 resident. It looks like the one that's maybe that's affected. Which is right, kind of next door. Looks like they might have a couple of potential clients sitting out in their front yard already. In this picture. I don't know how much
Well,
is.
I mean, they advertised, I would think that she would have potential.
Did the Board of Adjustments, was that a public meeting, was that public
That was
notice?
noticed, yes.
It was a public notice meeting.
Well,
Have to.
I mean,
And with their due diligence, they probably should have.
if they had a public.
Yeah.
Public hearing, and, I mean, I guess my thought at this point would be to offer a motion to approve the conditional use permit as recommended by the Board of Adjustments.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
I got Lenny looking into the 2 year thing for saying that.
Looks
Well,
like there's
We can
a lot of
discuss it.
space around.
Okay,
it
we're in
now.
discussion now.
Okay, sorry, Tiffany. No, so the code says, yeah, they are issued for not less than 2 years, not more than 5.
Got it. Okay. So any more discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Burleson,
Yes,
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Ardeno,
No.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Fischel,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear,
Yes.
Mr. Ringhausen.
I think that concludes our public council meeting. So I need a motion to adjourn. I think let's adjourn. Call the roll, please.
Who's second?
Rodney.
Mr. Burleson,
yes.
Ms. Evans, Ms. Ardeno,
Yes.
Mr. Mooney, Mr. Epperson, Mr. Fischel,
Yes.
Mr. Dolbear,
Yes.
Mr. Ringhausen.
Hey, Memory, really quick, can you repeat to me that vote on the recommendation? Tiffany was the only no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. See you guys.
Bye, Lindy.
Have a good evening.
You too.
It looks like there's a long line of wood around that house.
I know the neighbor. I already know to come back. It doesn't matter months.
Well, the neighbor should have been here.
She works nights.